everyone, so this is my review of The Flash, Season 4, Episode 5, called Girls' Night Out, and essentially what this episode is about is that Caitlin becomes afraid that her past adventures as Killer Frost might come back to sort of haunt her. And while it's going on, Iris, Felicity, and Caitlin go out to sort of celebrate Iris's bachelorette party. And then Barry is taken out on the town with a bunch of the guys. And this was a really entertaining and really fun episode that took a lot of different sort of steps to the storyline that were really entertaining to see. How sort of different people worked out solving problems when Barry wasn't there to help out. And with that, I really did enjoy the whole moment that like the big sort of fight scene and villain in this episode was all around the girls, and the girls had to be there to sort of stop this villain and solve the problem all by themselves. And that was just really entertaining to see how they solved the problem and how they did all the different stuff. But I do wish that they would have sort of cut down a bit on like the girl power side of it. That it would have been just them solving this problem and just sort of left it at that without constantly sort of mentioning how girl power and all this different stuff around it. And I definitely did like all the moments of seeing Caitlin sort of switching back and forth between being Caitlin and Killer Frost and seeing like those two different personalities competing and stuff like that. That was fun to see how all that worked out and how she somewhat of came to a happy medium to some degree by the end of this episode. That was nice. And I especially loved the whole scene where once Barry and Cisco and the rest of them are reunited back at Star Labs and they encounter Killer Frost, and Cisco's reaction of like, okay, I don't want to deal with this right now, was just really great. And then the villain in this episode of Emunit was really exciting and great, and I really kind of liked her as a character, of her being like this kind of seller of metahumans, and just how that all worked out. And then also having her be a metahuman herself was really cool, with her like powers to sort of control metal, and how that sort of competed against Caitlin's ice powers and all that different stuff was interesting to see. And I especially liked it because it wasn't just like her sort of telekinetically like controlling metal, like she made like the metal into like armor around her and then used it that way. And that I really kind of liked. And then all the moments with Barry and Cisco and Joe and all them sort of out on Barry's bachelor party was fun, with Cisco creating this sort of chemical that could work as like an alcohol that could actually get Barry drunk, and just how the team had to deal with that and just a bunch of other problems and stuff was fun to see their sort of side of the story, where it's the girls fighting the villain and doing all that stuff, and then the guys just doing crazy stuff. And then I guess just overall this was a really entertaining and really fun episode, and based on what the preview showed for the next episode, I'm very excited to see what they're going to do with that now that Elastic Man is kind of fully joining Team Flash and starting to go on his own sort of superhero quest. And just, yeah, that's my review of The Flash, Season 4, Episode 5, called Girls' Nights Out. So, yeah. Bye!